What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. If you don't know who I am, that means you're new. I'm Mark. What's good with y'all? Go check out my other videos. Check them out. Check them out. But first, welcome back to another episode of Debunking Gun Myths. Oh my God, it's been a while. So, I don't know why I didn't do this episode a long time ago. I actually kind of talked about this in the, it's 22 good for self-defense video. And, I don't know why. I kind of touched on the topic a bit and why it's dumb, but it is still a gun myth that's out there. So I thought, you know what? Let's get into it. We're going to debunk it. It's probably going to be one of the easiest ones yet. So, without further ado, you read the title, you saw the thumbnail, Debunking Gun Myths. 22 will bounce around in the body. Okay, so a lot of people who are arguing for a 22 LR for self-defense. Now, let me clarify this, 22 LR. I'm not talking about 22 Magnum. 22 Magnum, I think, can be a, decent self-defense round, especially considering a lot of guns chambered in that, have a higher capacity than, honestly, a lot of calibers. Regardless, though, not my point. Let's get right into it. So, for people who are arguing that 22 LR is good for self-defense, a lot of them like to believe the FUD myth of 22 will bounce around in your body. And it's kind of funny because these FUDs who are saying this, right, are the same ones who say, oh, a man needs 45 ACP. That must stop him power. Right, same type of guy who will say 9mm is for small, for small guys and women. They're also the same type of people that will say the 22 will bounce around in the body. And I mean, I don't know what they think it is here. Hold on, I want to try something. So, Jesus, hold on. You know what? Fuck it. Let me break this off real quick. There we are. So, I don't know if they think, let's say this right here, right? The 22. I don't know if they think, it enters the body and then it just, I don't know if they think that happens. Hey, don't even fuck with it. Hey, babe, call the dog. So, I don't know if they think that's what happens, when a 22 hits the body. I don't know if they realize this, but there is nothing in this cup. Meaning it is hollow on the inside, right? Right? So, or at least empty. I don't know if they realize this. That is not how we as humans are. We are, bitch, get the fuck out of here. I already got it. That's where you feel dumb. That's what I thought. Yeah, go somewhere. But as I was saying, we are not hollow beings. We have these things called muscles and tendons, and honestly, our skin even can, we have bones, we have veins, we have a lot that, just fills up our body. You know what I mean? I don't know how else to say this without sounding like I'm trying to be a condescending douchebag, because I don't know. It just feels like one of those. It reminds me of how Sheila Lee Jackson, I think that's her fucking dumbass name, tried saying that the moon is a big ball of gas. Like the moon gives off, a lot of heat that, not as much as the sun, much more manageable, she says, but that the moon gives off heat. I don't that's what this kind of reminds me of. That's the level of stupidity I'm, seeing here. We are not hollow beings. This is, it's not a pinball that, you shoot a person with a 22 and then bam, it's like you just hit off a fucking pinball into a pinball machine. That's not how it works. It's not bouncing around like that. It doesn't do that. My question is, right, is what would make a 22 so special that it would do that? Tell me. Because there's nothing special about the shape or design of it. There's nothing special about the power of it. There's nothing special about its velocity. I'm just confused. What is so special about the 22 LR round that people think it'll go in, defy the laws of physics, and bounce around, and that's just how it works? Can't be the size of it. I'm sorry, but there are much smaller, more intricate parts in our body than, a 22 caliber bullet. You see what I mean? I don't know. That's a stupid thing to say, honestly. Like, when people make this argument, you just kind of look at them and be like, do you know how the human body works? Do you know what we have here? Like, if I cut myself right here, right? If I cut myself right here, Just because I got a cut right here doesn't mean I can just stick my finger all the way in and just, you know what I mean? I'm sure I could on some level, but it's not like there's going to be nothing to, try to block the path there. You see what I mean here? That's just one of the stupidest things you can ever even think of. There's that. All right. That's one. We're talking about Jesus, I can English. We're talking about adding magical powers essentially to, a round. It's kind of weird because I don't know. It's FUD logic, really. The rounds that they are advocating for are these just magical, powerful things. Like whether it's the 45 ACP where it's like, oh yeah, this is such a big, powerful round. It'll kill your soul with one shot. Whether it's that, some mythical power like that, where it's the 22, and they're like, oh, the 22 will bounce around in your body. But I mean, it just doesn't make sense. Like I've literally seen people's clothing cause hollow points for larger rounds than 22s to not expand, meaning that it fucked up its trajectory, its velocity, all of that just from clothes. Do you think that a 22 is that magical? I don't know. It's weird that, in the gun community sometimes, especially with older folks, we see just kind of this admiration, and it's kind of weird to say, but it damn near feels like a fucking sexualization of these fucking rounds. Like like why are you trying to put so much power in such a small little 22 bullet and even argue that, yep, it's, bro, I don't get it. You guys let me know down below if you guys, if any of y'all have ever been shot with a 22. Please definitely comment below. From what I know somebody who got shot with a 22 in the head. Didn't bounce around. I mean, if it did, that would show that there isn't much, that was in there. But I don't know. You guys tell me down below. If you get hit by a 22, let's say it goes right in, this shit's just gonna, and then either come out or just stop. What? What? In all reality, the truth of the matter is that people make this argument simply because they know 22 LR is not a good round for self-defense. They make this argument because they know it's a very under-pressured round, and they make this argument because they carry 22 and they don't want to be made fun of. So they come up with these lies, trying to put these magical powers on this round to just make themselves feel better about it, so that way they don't feel like a little bitch like they are. With that being said, I don't want to sit here and keep going round and round in circles. I think I about wrapped it up. There's no more debunking I need to do here. It's very obvious that the 22 LR bullet does not go in and bounce around the body once it hits you. That's not how it works. With that being said, y'all make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, hit that bell. When you hit that bell, hit all. And because you agree with me, that's just not happening when you're getting hit by a 22. Make sure to check out all my other videos. Y'all make sure to stay legal, stay safe, stay dangerous. Have a good one, y'all. Peace.